Have you ever stopped to think about what you're walking on every day? Beneath your feet is something that has existed for millions of years, that is rocks. In today's video, we'll explore what rocks are, how they form, and why they are so important to our planet. Rocks are naturally occurring solid materials that make up the Earth's crust. They are composed of minerals, small substances with a specific chemical composition and structure. If you would like to learn something about minerals, you can watch my video, which is on the channel. Some rocks are made of just one mineral, but most are a mixture of several. For example, granite contains quartz, feldspar, and mica. Each rock has its own properties, such as color, hardness, and texture, depending on its composition and how it formed. How are rocks divided? Rocks are divided into three main groups based on how they form. First, igneous rocks. These rocks form from molten material called magma. When magma cools and solidifies, it becomes rock. If it cools slowly beneath the Earth's surface, it forms coarse, grained rocks like granite. They are intrusive igneous rocks. If it cools quickly on the surface as lava, it forms fine, grained rocks such as basalt. They are extrusive igneous rocks. Second, sedimentary rocks. These rocks form from sediments like sand, mud, or the remains of living organisms. Over time, these materials are compressed and cemented together. Common examples include sandstone and limestone. Sedimentary rocks often contain fossils, remains of ancient plants and animals. We divide sedimentary rocks into clastic rocks, clayey, and organic. Third, metamorphic rocks. These rocks form when existing rocks are changed by intense heat and pressure deep within the earth. For example, limestone can turn into marble, and granite can transform into gneiss. The rock doesn't melt, but its structure and properties change significantly. Rocks are not permanent. They are constantly changing in a process called the rock cycle. Igneous rocks can break down into sediments, which form sedimentary rocks. These can be buried and transformed into metamorphic rocks. If they melt, they can become magma again, starting the cycle over. This process takes millions of years and never truly ends. Rocks are incredibly important for human life. We use them as building materials like stone, sand, and gravel. They are sources of valuable resources like metals, coal, and oil. Rocks also shape the landscape and influence soil, which affects where and how we live. Without rocks, there would be no mountains, no valleys, and no soil to grow plants. Rocks are silent witnesses to Earth's history. They tell stories of volcanoes, oceans, and ancient life. Next time you pick up a simple stone, remember it has a story that goes back millions of years. Thanks for watching, and don't forget even the most ordinary things around us can hold extraordinary stories.